Good morning, dear students. We continue with the chapter fractions. Today we begin fractions part 4. Let us see an example where addition of fractions having different denominator is done. The 13th example. In this example, we'll see addition of two mixed fractions having different denominators. How it is done? Let us see. 3 integer 2 upon 5 plus 4 integer 5 upon 6. 3 integer 2 upon 5 plus 4 integer 5 upon 6. Now whenever the denominators are different, we have to remove the LCM of the denominator in order to add the fractions. The LCM of 5 and 6 has to be removed. The LCM of 5 and 6 are done in the rough column. Using the prime numbers, we have to do the long division. Now 5 and 6, the smallest prime number is 2, so we'll take 2 stable. Between 5 and 6, 6 comes in 2 stable. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. In 2 stable, 5 doesn't come, so 5 will copy down. Now the next row is 5 and 3. So we'll take the next prime number, that is 3, because in 2 table 5 and 3 doesn't come. So the next prime number we have to take for dividing. The next prime number is 3. In 3 table 3 comes. 3 1s are 3. 3 1s are 3. Now in 3 table 5 doesn't come, so this 5 will copy down. Now in the next row we'll have the numbers 5 and 1. So the prime number 3 cannot be taken now. So we have to take another prime number, that is 5. In 5 table 5 comes. 5 1s are 5, and this one we copy down because 1 is the smallest integer, which is a positive integer. We have to continue doing this long division till the last row has integers 1 and 1 in each of the column. To find the LCM, we have to find the product of the first column. The product of the first column is 2 into 3 into 5. That will be the LCM. So LCM of 5 and 6 will be 2 into 3 into 5. LCM of 5 and 6 equal to 2 into 3 into 5. 2 3s are 6. 6 5s are 30. The LCM will be 30. After finding the LCM, we have to convert the given fraction into its equivalent fraction such that the equivalent fraction should have the denominator as the LCM integer 30. Now here the question is given as a mixed fraction. So before solving, first we have to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. To convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, we have to use the multiplication addition rule. First we have to multiply and then we have to add. M for multiplication and then A for addition. So first we have to do 5 3s are. 5 3s are 15. 15 and 2 has to be added. 5 3s are 15 plus 2 17. So the numerator will be 17 while the denominator 5 will remain same. So our mixed fraction is converted into improper fraction, that is 17 upon 5. The second mixed fraction also should be converted into improper fraction. The denominator 6 will remain as it is and only the numerator will change because we have to use the multiplication addition rule for converting a mixed fraction into improper fraction. First we have to multiply and then we have to do addition. So 6 4s are, we will multiply. 6 4s are 24 and the answer 24 we have to add with the numerator 5. 6 4s are 24. 24 plus 5, that is 29. So our improper fraction will become 29 upon 6. The mixed fraction is turned into 29 upon 6. Now since the denominators are different, we have to convert the denominator into the LCM integer so that both the fractions become like fractions and the denominators become same or equal, or the denominators become the LCM integer 30. So in the rough column I have done the calculation. 17 upon 5 should be multiplied with such a number that the denominator 5 is converted into 30. When 5 is multiplied with 6, we get the denominator 30. So the same number 6 should also be multiplied with the numerator 17. 5 6 are 30, 17 6 are 102. So 102 upon 30 is the equivalent fraction of 17 upon 5. The next fraction, that is 29 upon 6, should also be multiplied with such a number in the denominator that the denominator 6 should be converted into the LCM integer 30. When 6 is multiplied with 5, we get 30. So the same number 5 should also be multiplied with the numerator 29. So 29 5s are 145 and 6 5s are 30. So 145 upon 30 is the equivalent fraction of the improper fraction 29 upon 6. 17 upon 5 is converted into 102 upon 30. 29 upon 6 is converted into 145 upon 30. Now if you observe, both the denominators have become same or like denominators. So now they are converted into like fraction. The denominator is same, 30. So now we can very easily replace the improper fraction 17 upon 5 with its equivalent fraction 102 upon 30. So instead of 17 upon 5, I will write 102 upon 30. And instead of 29 upon 6, I will write 145 upon 30. Instead of 29 upon 6, I will write 145 upon 30. Now, since the denominators are same, we will just copy them once. The denominators are never added in a fraction. So both the denominators are 30. Hence, we will copy them once. We will not add the denominator. And the numerators can be added or subtracted. The numerator 102 and 145 should be added. 102 plus 145. 102 plus 145, the answer is 247. The denominator 30 will remain as it is. 247 upon 30. Now if you observe, the numerator is greater than the denominator. So we call it a improper fraction. As it is an improper fraction, we have to always convert it into mixed fraction. The final answer should be in the form of mixed fraction or proper fraction. The final answer should never be improper fraction. So 247 upon 30, we divide in the rough column to find out how it can be written as a mixed fraction. So 247 divided by 30. 247 divided by 30. 31s are 30, 32s are 60, 33s are 90, 34s are 120, 35s are 150, 36s are 180, 37s are 210, 38s are 240, and 39s are 270. 39s are 270 is more than 247. 39s are 270. So we cannot take 39s are table. We have to take a smaller table. 38s are 30 multiplied by 8 is equal to 240. 240 is smaller than 247. 38s are 240. Now we can subtract them. 247 minus 240. The remainder is 7. So now this answer we can convert and write it as a mixed fraction. So we begin with the quotient. So first 8 has to be written, and then 7 has to be written, and then 30 has to be written. So we go in a clockwise manner. So in the right circular manner or clockwise manner. So we start with the topmost number, that is 8. So 8 will be written as 8 integer. Then 7 will be the numerator and 30 will be the denominator. 8 integer 7 upon 30. So we'll write it as 8 integer 7 upon 30. Again I repeat, first we begin with 8, then we write 7, and then we write 30. The right circular manner or clockwise manner. We start with 8, 8 integer 7 upon 30. Answer is 8 integer 7 upon 30. That will be our final answer. The next question, 14th question. Here 3 mixed fractions are added and subtracted, and their denominators are different. So it cannot be added. First we have to convert them into like fraction by making their denominators same. To make the denominator same, we have to find the LCM of the denominator. We have to find the LCM of 4, 3 and 5. So 3, 4, 5, we have to find the LCM. In the rough column I have done here. The LCM of 3, 4, 5, we start. Now the smallest prime number which can be used is 2, since 4 is an even number. So we start with 2's table. 2, 2's are 4. 2's table 3 doesn't come. 3 we copy down. 5 doesn't come in 2's table. So 5 we copy down. The next line is 3, 2 and 5. Now we can continue with the prime number 2. 2, 1's are 2. 2, 1's are 2. 3 doesn't come in 2's table. So 3 we copy down. 5 doesn't come in 2's table, so 5 we copy down. Now the next row is 3, 1 and 5. So 2's table cannot be used since none of them is divisible by 2. So the next prime number we'll take will be 3. 3's table 3 comes 3 1s are 3. 3 1s are 3. 3's table 5 doesn't come, so this 5 we copy down. So the next row will be 1, 1 and 5. Now, since this is 5, we can divide with 5's table. 5 1s are 5 and this one we copy down and the next one also we copy down. So we continue doing this long division till all the integers in the last row are 1. And the LCM will be the product of the first column integers. The integers in the first column are 2, 2, 3 and 5. So the LCM of 3, 4, 5 will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, that is 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 60. So the LCM is 60. So in order to solve these three fractions, their denominators should become 60. We have to convert the denominators as the LCM integer 60. So to convert the denominators into 60, I have done the rough work in the rough column. The first integer is 19 upon 4. But how did we get 19 upon 4? That is, mixed fraction has to be first converted into improper fraction. To convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, we have to use the multiplication addition rule. So the first we have to multiply 4 4s are, and the answer has to be added with the next number in the numerator. 4 4s are 16 and 16 has to be added with 3. 4 4s are 16 and 16 plus 3 19. So the numerator will be 19 while the denominator will remain same 4. In the next fraction, the denominator 3 will remain same while the numerator we have to find out by using the multiplication addition or MA rule. M for multiplication, A for addition. First we have to multiply and the answer we have to add. 3 2s are 6. The answer is 6. We have to add with the next number. 3 2s are 6. 3 2s are is multiplied, that is 3 2s are 6 and plus 2, that is 8. So the numerator will be written as 8 and the denominator will be 3. 8 upon 3. The third fraction 6 integer 2 upon 5 is converted into improper fraction by using the multiplication addition rule. First we have to multiply and then the answer we have to add with the numerator. The denominator 5 will remain same. So the denominator 5 I copy down and 6 and 5 first I have to multiply. 6 5s are 30 and the answer 30 has to be added with 2. Our answer will become 32. 6 5s are 30. 30 plus 2, 32. So the numerator will be written as 32 upon 5. Now these three fractions have to be converted into their equivalent fractions such that their denominator becomes the LCM integer 60. So in the rough column I have done it. First integer is, the first fraction is 19 upon 4. 19 upon 4 should be multiplied with such a number that the denominator 4 should be converted into 60. When 4 is multiplied with 15, the answer is 60. 4 15s are 60. So the same number 15 should also be multiplied with the numerator 19. 19 into 15, 19 15s are 285. And 4 into 15, 60. So the equivalent fraction of 19 upon 4 will be 285 upon 60. Where the denominator is the LCM integer 60. The second fraction 8 upon 3 should be converted into their equivalent fraction such that the denominator 3 is converted into the LCM integer 60. When 3 is multiplied with 20, we get 60. 3 20s are 60. So the same number 20 should also be multiplied with the numerator 8. 8 into 20, 160. 3 into 20, 60. So the equivalent fraction of 8 upon 3 will be 160 upon 60. The third fraction 32 upon 5 should be multiplied with such a number such that the denominator 5 is converted into the LCM integer 60. The denominator 5 when multiplied with 12 we get 60. 5 12s are 60. So the same number 12 should also be multiplied with the numerator 32. 32 12s are 384. 5 12s are 60. 32 12s are 384 and 5 12s are 60. So the equivalent fraction of 32 upon 5 will be 384 upon 60. So these three equivalent fractions we have to replace instead of the original improper fraction. 19 upon 4 will be replaced with 285 upon 60. 19 upon 4 will be replaced by 285 upon 60. 8 upon 3 will be replaced by 160 upon 60. So instead of 8 upon 3, I will write 160 upon 60. 32 upon 5, I will replace with 384 upon 60, which is the equivalent fraction of 32 upon 5. So all the three fractions are replaced with their equivalent fraction in the sum. The minus sign we copy as it is and the plus sign we copy as it is between the fractions. Now if we observe, all the denominators have become 60. So they are called like fraction. Like fractions can be very easily added, and we have to remember denominators are never added. So the denominator 60, which is written 3 times, will be written only once in the next step. Only the numerators are added or subtracted. So only 285, 160 and 384 has to be added or subtracted. So first I copy 285, minus sign I copy, 160 I copy, plus I copy, and 384 I copy. And this 60, which is written 3 times, I will copy it only once. The denominator is never added. Only the numerators are added or subtracted. So in the next step, the 60 will remain as it is, and 285 minus 160 I will do. 285 minus 160, the answer is 125. 285 minus 160, the answer is 125. And 125 has to be added with 384. 125 plus 384, the final answer is 509. So the numerator is written as 509 and the denominator 60 is copied as it is. Now if we observe 509 upon 60, where the numerator is a larger number, numerator is larger than the denominator, that means it is a improper fraction. And the answer should never be written as improper fraction. The answer should be always mixed fraction or proper fraction. Here we have to divide 509 by 60 in the rough column and we'll find out. So if we use 60's table, 61 are 60, 62 are 120, 63 are 180, 64 are 240, 65 are 300, 66 are 360, 67 are 420, 68 are 480, 69 are 540. 69 are 540 is larger than 509. So we cannot use 69 are table. We will use a smaller table, that is 60 into 8. 68 are 480. 60 multiplied by 8 is equal to 480. So 509 minus 480. 509 minus 480, our answer will be 29. So now this 3 answer numbers in the division can be arranged as a mixed fraction. We have to start with the topmost number 8 and then we go to the next number 29 and then the last number 60. So we have to move in a circular manner, in a clockwise manner, just like the needle of a clock moves in a right circular manner. So first we write 8. 8 will be the integer, 29 will be the numerator, 60 will be the denominator. So 8 integer, 29 upon 60. We write it as 8 integer, 29 upon 60. The final answer is 8 integer, 29 upon 60. We go to the next example of addition of fractions, where there is addition between an integer and a fraction, or an integer and a fraction is added, or there is only a single denominator here. So how to solve such type of sum where an integer and a fractions are added? So we see an example. Let us go to example 15. 3 plus 19 upon 4. Now 19 has a denominator 4. 19 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. While 3 does not have a denominator because 3 is just a plain integer. 3 does not have an integer as the denominator. 3 can be also written as 3 upon 1 in the fraction form. So the integer 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. And this 19 upon 4 we copy. So 3 can be written as 3 upon 1 while 19 upon 4 we copy. Now if we observe, both have become fractions. 3 has become into a fraction 3 upon 1 and 19 upon 4 we write as it is. Now if we observe, the denominators are different. So the best way to solve the addition of two fractions having different denominator is the cross multiply method. In the cross multiply method, we have to remember this pattern where the left diagonal is multiplied, the right diagonal is multiplied, but first of all we have to multiply the denominators with each other. Here the denominator 1 and 4 is multiplied with each other. 4 ones are 4. So we'll write here 4. And then we will do the multiplication of the left diagonal. That is across 3 and 4 has to be multiplied. 4 3s are 12. I will write it on the topmost left side of the numerator. That is 4 3s are 12. And then the right diagonal has to be multiplied. That is 1 into 19. 19 ones are 19. So our answer will be 4 3s are 12 and 19 ones are 19. So 12 plus 19 and the denominator will be 1 into 4. That is 1 4s are 4. 12 plus 19 upon 4. So this pattern we have to remember. This is called the cross multiply method, and we use the cross multiply method for addition of fractions having different denominator. So here 12 plus 19, the numerator will become 31 and the denominator 4 we copy as it is. 31 upon 4. Now 31 upon 4 is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. And the answer should never be written as improper fraction. We have to always convert the final answer into mixed fraction or as a simple proper fraction. Since the numerator is larger, we have to reduce it by converting it into mixed fraction. So we have to use the multiplication addition rule. 4's table we have to use. So the denominator 4 will remain same as it is. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32. 4 8s are 32 is larger than 31. So we will not use 4 8s are, we will use 4 7s are. Multiplication of 4 7s are is 4 7s are 28. So the answer is 28. 4 7s are 28. And after 28, the remainder has to be written in the numerator. 4 7s are 28. After 28, if we count 29, 30, 31. So we have counted 3 as the extra integers. So 4 7s are 28. 29, 30, 31. So 3 is the remainder. 4 7s are 28. 28 plus 3, it will be 31. 4 in the denominator, 7 as the integer and 3 as the numerator. 7 integer, 3 upon 4. 4 7s are 28. 28 plus 3, 31. Our answer is 31 upon 4, which is converted into 7 integer 3 upon 4, which is a mixed fraction. We go to the next example where there is subtraction between an integer and a fraction. The integer 5 minus 3 upon 7. 3 upon 7 is a fraction while 5 is an integer. It is not a fraction. But 5 can be written as a fraction by writing 5 upon 1. 5 is a plain integer. It can be converted into a fraction by writing it as 5 upon 1. So 5 upon 1 becomes a fraction and 3 upon 7 is already a fraction. Now we are doing subtraction of two fractions, but their denominators are not same. So when the denominators are not same, for addition or subtraction, we have to use the cross multiply method or the LCM method. So the cross multiply method is best for two fractions when they are added or subtracted. But before doing the cross multiply, we have to first multiply only the denominators. First the denominator 1 and 7 is multiplied. 1 7s are 7. So we write 7 in the denominator. And then we multiply the left diagonal. That is 5 7s are. 5 7s are 35. 35 will write in the top left side of the numerator. And then we'll multiply the right diagonal. The right diagonal is 3 1s are. 3 1s are 3. That will write in the top right side of the numerator. So 5 7s are 35 and then 3 1s are 3. 35 minus 3 and then 1 7s are 7. That will write as the denominator. 35 minus 3 upon 7. So the denominator 7 will copy as it is. 35 minus 3 is 32. 32 upon 7 is our answer for the next step. Now if we observe 32 upon 7 is a improper fraction because the numerator is larger than the denominator. And we cannot leave the answer as improper fraction. We have to convert it into mixed fraction. The answer should be either mixed fraction or simple proper fraction. So we use 7's table to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. We use the multiplication addition rule. So first 7's table. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35. 7 5s are 35 is more than 32. So 7 5s are we cannot take. We'll take 7 4s are. 7 4s are 28. 7 4s are 28. So answer is 28, and after 28 we have to count. After 28 if we count 29, 30, 31, 32. So we have counted 4 more numbers. 7 4s are 28, 7 4s are 28, and 28 plus 4, 32. So 4 will be written in the numerator, 7 in the denominator, and the 4 is written as integer in the mixed fraction. So this is read as 4 integer 4 upon 7. It is read as 4 integer 4 upon 7. This will be our final answer.